Hello and welcome back to what will be the final episode of my Let's Challenge of Ratchet and Clank. In the last episode we finished off Drek's fleet in Velden orbit, and we finished off Quartu, and we did loads of, and we got every single gold bolt aside from the ones that are here on the final planet. That is Velden. That is the one we started on all that time ago. And yeah, this is going to be the episode where we find out whether I win or lose this challenge. I'm feeling confident. We will have 5 lives, hopefully, and hopefully we'll be able to keep them by the time we reach Drek. So what we'll do is we activate our vendor, and we can buy a Tesla Claw. An amazing weapon, it must be said. I really enjoy using the Tesla Claw. And yeah, so if we just go to our quick select, we can now put that on there. I've died more times than I thought I would in this Let's Challenge. I must say, I honestly thought it was going to be rather simple, and that it restore my faith in myself almost compared to the struggles I'd had with previous Let's Challenges. But ultimately, that has not been the case. And I think it's important that I make sure that I actually have max ammo, because I have all this money. I might as well use it to ensure that I'm good for ammo. So yes, last episode. Wow, but it has been really fun to play through it. Obviously, I had to play through it essentially twice to an extent. I haven't done this level again though, so I played up to this level, and I'm looking forward to playing this one again. I know that it gets at some points it can be really devastatingly difficult, but a lot of the time it's okay. So essentially, a large chunk of the difficulty in this level is made up by the fact that you obviously have to deal with these elite guards a lot of the time, and they have the ability to really destroy you from long range, so you've got to be careful of them. But thankfully, they do go down in 1 hit from the Devastator. If they went down in 2, I would have very much missed the Visibomb gun on this level, because the Visibomb gun, because what the Devastator takes out in 3, the Visibomb gun can take out in the Visibomb can take out in 1. So obviously, and with enemies like this, well, we don't really want to let them get any hits in on us. Whereas it is currently, what we can do is we can actually hold back and actually. So, like, even this sort of this transport would be something that we'd be able to take out with a Visibomb, certainly. There we go, down it goes. Damn. The last thing I need to be doing is wasting ammo, it must be said. I should hope that hit. So... Nope! Damn. There we go, nice, well done. Wow, Succulent does a lot of damage. I need you, come on, join me. Good. Obviously taking way too many hits in this early stages, but ultimately I just don't have the Devastator ammo. We know that takes 4. And I literally have no other way of dealing with it. Ow. Come on. Yes, there we go, nice. Like I said, start kind of putting in the work. Gonna need that health. Thank you very much. So, back up to half health. Very glad that I have 8 hits now. Imagine if I had only had 5. I'd have been on 1 there. But anyway, so Trespasser. So, that looks pretty a good bet. There we go, nice. So we've obviously got, let me just check, I should definitely check the map. That one. Just because I'm not entirely sure where all of the gold bolts are in this area. So it looks like those are the three. We know that there are three. So, anyway. So now we get sort of a more gadget-focused portion before we go back into the combat sections. We get we obviously have to use the trespasser in order to get in here, and now we have to use the. If I just Devastator ammo is all that's really important at the moment, because it's my only reliable counter to both the elite guards and any ships that any of those big ships. But now, so Hydro Displacer has gone off my quick select. Yeah, it's probably fair actually. I mean, odds of me using the bomb glove are not particularly high. So let's go open that up. I'm pretty sure we now just need to refill it with water, and then we can swim through and climb back up. At least I'm pretty sure that's what we're meant to do. Yes, I am completely wrong. You're actually just meant to hold it. Oh no, really? That was silly. My mistake. Anyway. Maybe we need to water for later on? Can't remember if later on in the level you actually need to add water to something. Anyway, so, after that little mishap, let's head down here. There we go, nice. So, we obviously want to get out our Devastator. Bye. Okay, we've got 5 suck cannon hits. I don't know whether it's got the range, though, to hit that. It does not have the range I need. It's like... Yeah. Neither, annoyingly, does the blaster. Okay, well this is another job for the Devastator then. Wow, only 2 hits from the Devastator takes out those tanks. That is very good news. I was expecting it more to be like the Railguard tanks, which obviously take a huge amount. I need to stop hitting circle, which is, I think that's back there. Okay. The nice thing about these guys is that you don't need to move far to have them completely, obviously not able to hit you, but you do need to move. I need to keep 4 hits. I know I need to keep 4 ammo. I know there's an area later on which we... There he is. That's the one. Devastator. Please tell me that hit. Looks like we're going to have 1 hit, 1 ammo, I should say. That was the one I didn't want to hit, now that I think about it. Oh no, we're going to be okay. We're going to be just about okay. with our 0 ammo. Such is what we need, though. So, now, this is the only gold bolt, I believe, where we actually need to use the Taunter. So, if I just go to a weapon, it's very similar to, obviously, the Visibomb gun situation in that this is a weapon that I'm not actually allowed to use in terms of in-game, but in terms of using it against enemies, but there we go. That's the first gold bolt of 3 around here. I know there's one, I think, Visibomb gun we need for it, so might be another one we need the Visibomb gun for. No, no! That was so nearly very dreadful. Okay. So, now, suck cannon. Okay, so now, map. So we need to go round. Okay, good. Probably should have used them for some kind of ammo, but anyway. The feeling that something like that is for the gold bolt. Let me just check. Ultimately, I don't know where the last gold bolt is in this area. On this planet, I should say. I think it could be up there, though. It just looks too high up and too out of reach. Okay, so I believe this is the area. Oh no, actually not quite. There is a jump in this area which I am completely and utterly adamant that you can only do it with... Beautiful, okay. But I'm pretty sure that you can only do it with the helipack and not with the thruster pack. Ow! Okay. So, how many... I have 6 devastator shots. Awesome. Please make it good. So, you, goodbye. Lovely. Okay, that was a bit risky of me, but anyway. We'll ignore that happened and continue. I would rather... Oh man, that's not good. I did not want Visibomb gun ammo. It's the last thing I needed. Okay, so, Trespasser. No. So that's the only place it can go without blocking anything, so that makes more sense, and so... There. Lovely. Not lose any health to these small enemies. It's a metal detector area. That is news that I really don't care about, to be honest. Ah, again, terrible ammo. All I need is some good ammo. I just need some Devastator. Well, I say good ammo, I mean I need Devastator ammo, pretty much. We might be able to get away with Blaster in this next area, though. Oh, okay. Can I? Is it looking busy? Yeah, well. Alright. So yeah, so we might be able to get through with Blaster, but I'd so much rather have more Devastator ammo than 2. Ah, that 2 of them? No, just the 1. Why do I feel like there's a gold bolt to do with something in the middle here? Pretty sure that's wrong, but anyway. Blaster. Oh god. Don't tell me there's one of those. Oh, there is. Oh dear. And we can't reach that guy. Can I reach him from here? Okay, good, good. I think we just got 4 Devastator ammo. Yes, we did. Okay, so we can now take out this guy just here. Or we could take out the 4. That guy's scarier to me. Just because his shot's home. These guys I might be able to take out with the blaster. Might being, yes, I can take out with the blaster. Ow. Not what I wanted to... No. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so... where the hell is the secret area? It's up there. Oh, and I'm going to jump to it from over here? Oh no, it's behind... oh god, it's behind these guys. Behind those guys, and I don't have anything that can deal with them right now. Can the Tesla Claw reach them? Yes, it can. Come on, take it out. Good. Tesla Claw reach him? No. Pretty sure. Something around there that I need to jump to, I think. Isn't it? Can I hit you? No, I can't. What about blast? Yes, I can blast you from here. Good. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that takes us down to here. Looks like it. Looks like we head down there. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Oh, thank God. And there is a gold bolt here. Lovely. Okay, so that's 2. Where on earth is the final gold bolt on Velden? I like how exhausted he looks. I would be too. It must be in the start? Let's have a look. Is there anything that suggests gold bolt? I'm sure there were 3, wasn't it? Few missions. I'm sure there were 3 on the... yeah, well, it's obviously 3, because if it was the final gold bolt, I would have got a trophy for it. I'm pretty sure there's nothing around the Drek area, so have I just missed something? I'm pretty sure I... okay, hello. Come on, be good. Yes! Oh, thank God. Completely forgot about that, but there you go, there's the final gold bolt in Velden, and now all I need to do is survive past one last elite guard, and then I think as soon as I end up in that little tube down there, I'm safe. Which way do we want to go? This way, I think. There you go, Bolt Commando. Okay. Learn to jump, will you? So I've got my swing shot. I know what I'm doing. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to wait for that guy to be on the other side. Yes. Okay, good. You can't hit me. Now we're going to end up in this area and you're like, what on earth? I have to deal with all of those guys. No, you don't. You can come around here. And then if you're wondering why on earth you need the Hydra Displacer, it is just for this bit, I think. You fill this area up. Oh, I'm so tense right now. I guess this is what I love about this sort of changing up how you see games and, you know, making how you play them differently, you know. It just makes... Like, normally, you know, I'd be heading towards the end of the game, and obviously it's an exciting time, but, you know, you don't usually think too much of it. But now it's like, this is huge. And I'm terrified of all of those guys. That was scary. Legitimately scary, those little frog-like things. Anyway, here we go. So we get our second Giant Clank section of the game, and if you're wondering, how are we meant to deal with all of these freaking dangerous enemies? Well, you've got Giant Clank. And Giant Clank doesn't care for any of these guys. He just absolutely wrecks shop. I like how there are little handles on Giant Clank's back just for Ratchet. It's like it's almost planned. Anyway, we're going to get to the first stage of the final boss battle here.
Hey! What the? Imbeciles! After all the trouble you've gone through, you're about to die right where you started. It's so poetic.
This is it, Clank. Let's get him.
You might have been useful to me after all. Too bad you chose the wrong side.
And now he kills you. No, he doesn't. He leaves you, just for some arbitrary reason. So there we go. Now it's time for us to take on Drek in the ultimate final battle. So,
Hi there, Fuzzball.
we want to get max ammo.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Pretty much max ammo everything, just because then the ammo that we pick up will be useful to us rather than, you know, because we used this weapon once to collect this thing
Oh,
once.
that's a nice one.
Okay, so 230 out 240.
That's a real beauty.
There we go, cool. And we go to our quick select, and we want to go main things. So we want Devastator, Blaster, Tesla Claw, Bomb Glove, and is that all we can use? That is all we can use, isn't it? Those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. First step is obviously not to die on these platforms. They just sort of obviously fall away. They're usually angled to some extent. I do like how short the Giant Clank section is. Like, yeah, we're going to have this massive mech battle. It's going to be all... Oh, wait, no, we're not. We're actually going to make it even more awesome by having you against him like this. So obviously you can see how little damage we are doing to him, even with our most powerful weapon. Thankfully, the Devastator is clever enough to target the ginormous enemy in front of it. It's good. You can tell that this is going to be a long battle, just from this sort of early... Don't want to waste any ammo, so... There we go, so that's first stage down. First stage down, nice and simple. I love this music. It's just a great theme for Belden, I think. I need a swing shot. That is the one gadget you do need for this boss battle. So now let's get. Obviously, just as useful is the blaster. Anything. Ah, jeez. I completely forgot that we were going to keep the health that we had from previous. So there we go. He goes down. Wonderful. And obviously, we definitely want to grab that health. Seeing as we only have 1 hit point. Okay, so there is our final sort of stadium area, which we are going to be in. I believe there should be a checkpoint once we get there, which is good.
So it has come to this. Once I step on this ignition switch, a countdown will commence. The end of which signals the destruction of your pitiful world.
There must be another way to make a home for your people.
You think that's what this is about? Who do you think polluted our last world? I did. This is about one thing and one thing only. Cash. And lots of it. You see, I've been paid for every square inch of my new world. Once the inhabitants move in, I will begin polluting this world as well. Then the whole thing starts all over again. Ah, brilliant.
Why, you evil little... Save it, Clank. We have to stop that timer.
And conveniently, he's given a timer which does actually have a shut-off. So essentially, now what happens is, between every stage of this battle... Now, this guy seems super fast, but what you can do is you can jump on these grind rails around the side, and he can't hit you, I believe, when he's using his sort of... when he's got the little red ring that goes around the bottom. So now what's going to happen is every time we bring him down a portion of his health, I want to see how much damage this does actually. I'd like to think it would protect me from like bombs and stuff. It's not doing a good job of that. So. It's actually doing a decent amount of damage. That's good. Might as well use it, because if I die, then obviously I lose it. So yeah, so as we see, he's obviously lost a portion of his health. We now can slam that, and now we've got to get to the side quickly, and we can avoid those. So the mines aren't really much of an issue. The missiles, I dislike the missiles more than anything else, really. Obviously, essentially, each stage of this fight, he sort of gets a new way of screwing with you. It's just a load of damage. Wow, I can't believe I've never used this before in this battle. Thankfully, we're getting loads of ammo, which is also very good. And obviously, it's also important to note that the countdown each time gets much shorter. So you might start off with 20 odd seconds to slam the thing in the middle, but by the end you've got like 10. And every time if you don't, obviously if you don't, then you fail immediately, regardless of how low on health Drek is. Still, that's doing a great amount of damage. And now, so this is obviously a new thing he's got now. He can now sort of stand back and then fire off. Ow. That wasn't clever. These sort of bolts, which aren't particularly dangerous. Ow. Just as I say that, obviously... Oh, you're kidding me. Of course he had them all behind me. Yes, good. I am very worried that I've only got 1 hit point, but... Okay, yeah, so final stage, he gets these green sort of missiles to swarm around the area, and they sort of crash land in all sorts of places, and they're very difficult to judge where they're going to land, unfortunately, which makes them rather dangerous. There. I'd love to do this first time. There we go. That's that. Yes! Yes!
Ratchet? What's up? You know, this time I am thinking what you're thinking.
With 1 hit point, we are going to finish this off. Oh, the Tesla Claw was beautiful in that final battle. And why on earth this deplanetizer could randomly flip orientation and face completely the wrong way, I have no idea. But there we go. We complete this Let's Challenge.
This can't be. Phew, that was close. Clank, you can pull us up now.
The servos in my arms appear to be broken.
Broken? As in, fall to our deaths broken?
Yes.
That was close. Thanks.
My arm appears to be badly damaged.
You'll be all right. Hey, tin can. Where do you think you're going? We, still need to fix that arm.
So there we have it. We have completed Ratchet and Clank under our Let's Challenge rules. With 5 weapons left at the end. I'm very... Given that we started that boss battle, I think, with 3 hit points, obviously we got to pick up 2 in those early sections of it, but yeah, we had essentially so 5 hit points over the course of that final boss battle, and we still managed to complete it with that 1 hit point just left right at the end. No, really, really good. This is obviously, I mean, I obviously love this game. It's a great game. It's certainly not the best in the series, it must be said. And but what it did do is it provided such a solid basis of a game to then improve upon. And the next games in the series, 2 and 3 in particular, 3's always been my favourite in terms of the originals. Although 3 and Deadlocked are so close, because Deadlocked is an amazing game. But you'll be able to see that when we go through it again. As in case you were wondering, I obviously do plan on doing Let's Challenges of 2, Ratchet 3, etc. But no, this was one I was confident in doing. I was thinking, you know what, this is a game that I don't really see myself dying too many times on. Now, obviously that was sort of thrown into the water in certain points, certainly. I was terrible at the hoverboard races on this playthrough. I lost at both Rogar and Kalibo, so we lost multiple weapons there. Kalibo really was a terrible planet. Just, I mean, of all the things to die on Kalibo, I died on I died on the grind rail twice and the hoverboard races, and none of the actual supposedly difficult bits of it, which is stupid, but there you go. Yeah, no, but no, ultimately this has been a really fun playthrough. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I am looking forward to playing through the next games in the series. It'll be interesting to see whether they are more difficult or not. And I'll be introducing a new rule where essentially I'll be able to choose which weapon I get rid of, but specifically I cannot get rid of the lowest upgraded weapon that I actually have. So, because obviously in the next games we actually get the ability to upgrade our weapons to make them to make them stronger, and you know, you can't just sort of just be able to throw away the weakest weapon. I feel like that gives you the incentive to try and always level up things relatively evenly and keep it going. But no, yeah, there you go. It was created with code from Naughty Dog. I find that really interesting because obviously Naughty Dog, you know, the Jack and Daxter game specifically of Ratchet Clank 2, on the PS2, and then obviously there obviously was some collaboration with Insomniac. But no, yeah, I'm babbling now. So yeah, no, a really enjoyable playthrough, a successful one as well, which is always fun. I will be, I'm going to be very interested to see how the next ones.
Unwanted hair is painful itching in your nether regions, causing you undue embarrassment. Do you just plain stink? Then you need this, the Gatatron Personal Hygienator. Hi, I'm Steve McQuark, and this little baby can take care of any grooming needs that are just too much trouble for you to handle yourself. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah. Oh, mommy.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
So there you go, a nice little illustration of what we have. 40 gold bots, 0 out of 10 gold weapons, 6 of 30 skill points. We get a trophy for completing the game, of course, stuff like that. If I do start a new game, what I'm just going to see is, just want to show you the various skill points. We'll be able to go through them. I should be able to give some sort of illustration as to which ones are easy, etc. All that sort of stuff. We can just skip through these quick, these opening cutscenes. So, what should be, so obviously now, this is a challenge mode save, so obviously we have all of the weapons that we started off before, that you finished the game with, you have all of those and all this other stuff. So, now, so if we go to goodies, you obviously have credits, you have the cheats, which are like various codes that you put in and give like big head mode, I think, and stuff like that. You've got the cinematics, you've got the in-level movies, but we also have skill points. So if we go through, so take aim is take out some of the flying ships above you. Swing it is do the we got swing it actually in the original of this recording, which was the get 5 in a row. Transported again, just take out flying ships in the sky. Striker pose is land in between the legs of the quark statue of the statue holding the wrench above Al's workshop, and Blimpy is use a Visibomb to take out a quark blimp that's just flying around the city. Quarktastic is destroy the quark springbot just before the fitness course. You know, you just got to destroy him. Any 10 is take out any 10 flying ships on Eudora. Tricky is perform a Twisty McMarks trick, which I believe is hitting all four of your shoulder buttons, whilst also maintaining all four to do 4 revolutions, and that's not actually very easy at all. You've really got to try that many times. Clock is turn any tank into a chicken, which is really easy once you get the O2 mask, because the gas that those Rogar tanks pumps out is once you have the O2 mask, it doesn't affect you at all, so you can actually just go up to it and then just turn it into a chicken using the Morpho Ray. Speedy is beat a certain time round the Rogar hoverboard course, which is also rather difficult. Girl Trouble is defeat the boss in the mother, sort of one of those weird creatures, but the boss in Nebula G34, defeat her with just your wrench, which isn't too difficult. Accuracy counts, I think, is take out some flying enemies. Again, take out some of the bombers inside the sky. I might be wrong on that, I don't know. Eat lead is destroy one of the tanks on Battalia using just a sand mouse. So the little things that you wear the hat on, they come out of their little homes. Yep. Gunner is take out any ships flying about on Gaspar. Obviously you've got destroyed. Sniper, hey there. Alien Invasion is take out a flying ship. So one of the small flying ships on Pokotari, take out one of them using your Visibomb. So that's just, you know, getting lucky. And Buried Treasure we already got on that, which is get the destroy all the underwater bolts. You also have Hey Over Here, which is lure any enemy into a force field using the Taunter. That was something that I didn't get on my first playthrough, but I did get on this one. Whirlybirds is destroy any of the flying helicopters, again using, or destroy a set number of it might be destroy a set number of helicopters, or it might be take out some flying things. Sitting Ducks is destroy all of the transports on the Gemlik base. Shattered Glasses break all of the lampposts in the city. Blastum, don't know what Blastum is, I can't remember. But a Heavy Traffic is get through the Klebo 3 grind rail without being hit. Magician is get, I think it's 4,500 net total, or 6,500. It's getting a certain score on the Klebo 3 hoverboard race. So you just got to continually do tricks and then try and build up that score so that you get enough. Careful Cruise is complete the water section on Velden Orbit without getting hit once. And Going Commando is, I think, just take out any of the elite guards, or take out maybe 3 or 5 or 10. Take out a set number of the elite guards, so the ones that hover about on Velden using just your wrench. So I think those are all the skill points. Obviously, we weren't looking to get skill points in this game. I believe, yeah, as you can see, skill points unlock these various later features on the goodies menu. But yeah, no. So yeah, so we weren't aiming on getting skill points, but those are the ones if you're interested. We're here on Velden once more. But I hope you have enjoyed this series as a whole. I hope you look forward to seeing more of the Ratchet & Clank series on my channel when we do Ratchet 2, etc. And yeah, no, I'm really glad that it was successful, and it'll be interesting, as I was trying to say, you know, before that final, you know, cutscene after the credits came on. It will be interesting to see whether the later games are more difficult or less difficult because they have more weapons and all this sort of stuff. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this series as a whole, and I hope you will join me on the next series on my channel. I will see you there.